June 27, 1976. An Air France jet flying from Tel Aviv to Paris via Athens was hijacked. The terrorists redirected it to Entebbe Airport, Uganda. Passengers, 248. Hijackers, Palestinian terrorists and German militants from the Revolutionäre Zelen. Demand: release Palestinian prisoners from Israeli jails. Location choice is deliberate. Uganda's president, Idi Amin, supported the hijackers. Why did Amin collaborate with terrorists? Amin saw political gain. He used the crisis to enhance his image as an anti-Western leader. International attention focused squarely on Uganda. Amin personally greeted the hijackers, shaking hands publicly. The world watched closely. Within days, 148 non-Jewish hostages were released. Remaining hostages, primarily Israeli citizens. Hijackers threatened executions starting July 1st if demands were unmet. World tension escalated. July 4th, 1976. Israeli commandos executed Operation Thunderbolt. Plan: daring rescue at Entebbe Airport. The aircraft traveled secretly and refueled covertly to Nairobi, Kenya. Time on the ground: exactly 90 minutes. Results: swift, precise, devastating. Fact: commandos rescued 102 of 106 hostages. Fact: they destroyed multiple Ugandan military aircraft. Israeli casualties: 1 commando, Lieutenant Colonel Yonatan Netanyahu. Uganda military casualties 45 and all terrorists. Amin ordered the execution of hundreds of Kenyan nationals living in Uganda, blaming Kenya's collaboration with Israel. The international community responded with shock and condemnation. Idi Amin rose to power in Uganda through violence and strategic brutality. Early indicators of his nature are evident from the 1971 coup against President Milton Obote. Amin promised democracy and delivered dictatorship. Rapid purges followed the takeover. Thousands were executed: military officials, politicians, civilians. International misjudgments were frequent. Initially, Britain and Israel saw Amin as a controllable strategic ally. Amin visited Britain and dined at Buckingham Palace. Soon, regrettably, these nations learned Amin was neither stable nor controllable. Amin quickly turned alliances, courting Libya's Muammar Gaddafi. Gaddafi provided military aid in exchange for Uganda joining the Organization of Islamic States. Amin falsely claimed 70% of Ugandan Muslims. The real figure is approximately 6%. 1972 marked a significant escalation of Amin's brutality. Target: ethnic Asian community controlling Uganda's commerce and industry. Amin's ultimatum is clear: non-citizen Asians leave Uganda within 90 days. Result: panic and economic collapse. 27,000 Asians were airlifted to Britain under United Nations emergency operations. Chief Justice Benedicto Kiwanuka criticized expulsion. Kiwanuka was arrested and executed brutally. Ears, lips, nose severed, castrated, disemboweled, set ablaze. Amin's violence is uncompromising, swift, and public. Economy devastated. Factories and farms once thriving under Asian management fell into disrepair. Equipment broke, never repaired. Goods became scarce. Inflation soared. The Ugandan economy effectively collapsed by the mid-1970s. International isolation increased steadily. 1974. Amin expelled British officials overseeing post-colonial agreements. Sanctions were imposed, yet Amin secretly imported luxury goods via whiskey runs from London's Stansted Airport, violating embargoes. The Soviet Union stepped in, providing military and financial aid. Amin sent thousands of Ugandan soldiers for training in Eastern Europe. Domestically, Amin favored Muslims and his ethnic groups, Kakwa and Nubians. Over 80% of government and military positions are filled by Muslims, despite their small population percentage. Other ethnic groups, notably Acholi and Lango, were systematically persecuted. Tens of thousands were killed or displaced. Amin's paranoia intensified. Established the State Research Bureau, a secret police led by British expatriate Bob Assels. Assels ordered disappearances, abductions common. Citizens are frequently forced into car trunks, driven away, and never seen again. Amin's personal life is increasingly erratic. Married multiple times, several wives died under mysterious circumstances. Lavish lifestyles, extravagant weddings amid national poverty. 1976 telegram, sent by Amin to United Nations Secretary-General Kurt Waldheim, praising Adolf Hitler, misunderstanding Holocaust facts. Telegram damaged Amin's last international relationships, especially with the Soviet Union, his dwindling ally. In 1977, Archbishop Janani Luam opposed religious persecution and was arrested on false charges. Amin was personally involved in the execution. The official statement claimed car accident death. Truth, execution deliberate, calculated. Ministerial defections increased. Health Minister Henry Kayemba authored a revealing exposé, A State of Blood, documenting the regime's atrocities. International condemnation grew louder, yet Amin's grip remained through military strength. Tensions exploded into war with Tanzania in late 1978. Amin intended a quick victory to bolster waning domestic support. Early successes are short-lived. Tanzanian counter-offensive was swift, brutal, aided by Ugandan exiles. Battle of Lukaya, March 1979, decisive. Amin's forces were overwhelmed and defeated. April 11, 1979, Amin fled Uganda by helicopter. The regime officially ended, leaving deep societal scars. Amin's rule caused deaths estimated between 300,000 to 500,000 Ugandans. Amin's exile, initially Libya, ultimately Saudi Arabia, lived comfortably, protected from international prosecution. Uganda struggled post-Amin, and stability was elusive. Milton Obote returned and reignited internal conflicts. Guerrilla warfare ensued, leading to further instability. Idi Amin, despite international crimes, was never prosecuted, died in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, August 16, 2003, buried in an unmarked grave, with no public accountability or justice unmet. Amin's brutal regime underscored severe global oversight. Initially supported for geopolitical convenience, Amin became uncontrollable and catastrophic. His dictatorship epitomized the dangers of unchecked power, international complicity, and the devastating human cost of political expediency. The question remains, could Amin's atrocities have been prevented with early international accountability? Facts are clear. Amin's unchecked brutality, enabled by initial foreign support, escalated into one of Africa's most devastating dictatorships. Today, Amin's legacy remains a stark reminder of global failures to confront tyranny effectively and promptly.
Thank you for watching, and if you like the content, subscribe. Now, if you have already subscribed, thank you for the support. Until next time.